Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am here with a pick a card today for what your next relationship, the person that you will be in a next relationship with, will be like. So we're going to take a look at some physical aspects to them, emotional, their personality, maybe some job stuff. If the cards come through with maybe how you meet, I'll go into that. Some of these piles do have more cards than the others, so there might be some more information in there. Um, and also some astrological placements. So I'm going to go into, hopefully get some details on that of what some of their placements might be in their chart, and of course sun signs. So this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. If you're listening to it and it's like, that doesn't sound right, just click out of that, maybe select another pile. But definitely don't take anything that doesn't resonate. Also, I do a relationship prediction spread, and you can actually order that on my website. The link to my website is in the description box below and in the comments. And you guys get 15% off if you book. So if you are wanting something specific to you, if this is resonating, but you're wanting more detail, the relationship and prediction, it goes into a lot more detail than what I'm going to be able to go in today for this reading. So other than that, let's go ahead and get started. I need to not say that's blah. I need to stop saying so much. So I'm going to try to do that during this reading, focusing on that. Okay, let's see. So group one, we have the fox. So this is what is your next relationship coming in? What's the person going to be like? Some physical attributes. And of course, their personality. All right, so I have the, let's see, 10 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords for the tarot part. So this person is somebody that is really, really hardworking. There's somebody that is willing to kind of go the distance, because that's the 10 of Wands energy. And the thing is, though, with this person is there's definitely like a sadness to them. There's like a darker side. They've probably been hurt a lot. And they're kind of afraid to ask people for help. So this person might actually, like, if you don't know them already, you might it might be a while till you realize that they actually like you, because I feel like they're going to be definitely guarded with that 3 of Swords energy. There's somebody that's very into wishful thinking and making wishes. They fantasize a lot. So this person is they might end up being stuck in a fantasy about you guys before they approach. You might have to approach them. So yeah, okay, so another card that's coming out is Knight, be brave and honest. I feel this person is, I don't want to say they're not brave, because I'm going to keep going. But I feel like this person could maybe just be kind of very anxious because of that 3 of Swords. Maybe they recently have gone through a breakup. So let's lay out some of the other cards. So we have trust. Oops. Pay attention to the red flags. Rest and rejuvenate. Big happy changes. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person has gone through some sort of breakup recently, or whenever you meet them, they will be going through a breakup, have gone through a breakup. Yep, because then we also have lunar eclipse and change. An enchantment. I'm actually gonna have to look enchantment up, but I will just kind of go off of the imagery for now. Okay, so what I see here is that this person definitely, personality-wise, is gonna have trust issues. They're gonna have a hard time, I feel like, accepting that this is actually happening to them, because they're going to be so stuck in this wonderland. And you know what, I feel like they also might have some attachment to their ex. There could be some wishful thinking about that type of thing too, getting with their ex. So I do the pay attention to the red flags to me is telling you this person, I feel like this is going to be a relationship that takes work. You guys will meet, it will be some back and forth, there's going to be some changes and issues that go throughout the relationship, but in the end, this person doesn't have any bad intentions. They just are very guarded because they've been hurt, and they don't want to ask for help, and they don't really want to admit to how much they are hurting. I feel like they put on a very good persona. I feel like they embody really the Nine of Cups energy in regards to how like they act and even like their physical appearance. So when we go to that, I'm getting some stuff intuitively, but then I also will go off the cards as well. So intuitively, I do feel like this person is like is kind of embodies this energy right here. So they might have like curly hair. I feel like they have darker colored hair. They are probably, you know, I don't really, I'm not getting anything like racial wise or ethnicity. But I feel like they might be like darker in some way, but the cups are usually fair skin. It's usually blonde hair, fair skin, but I am getting some hits on like a darker skinned person, or just maybe tanned if they are Caucasian and matching the cups description. But I feel like there's something very like the energy I feel is like they don't have whatever within them, like they don't have the confidence within them about how they are. Maybe they link this heartache and whatever they went through to the to like their physical appearance. That's just what I'm getting intuitively. But this person is somebody that can be this like knight figure, because it's still coming up to kind of talk about who we're talking about. So this person, like you might see them as a knight when you meet them, like you might see them as somebody that's very brave. And I feel like this person's very honest because they've been hurt and they don't want to be hurt again. They are not, you know, they're not, oh, I'm not seeing anything about here, them being a liar. But I feel like they might be that kind of person that is kind of wishy-washy. So with the lunar eclipse, it can be the energy of the card and the definition of the card. It can come with this kind of like, it's kind of like a wishy-washy energy, and that's how I feel like it's coming through on this reading. So they might be, like I said, there might be something with an ex here. There could be something that's they're having a hard time getting over, but you're needing to trust the situation will play out, but also you need to trust your instincts and pay attention to the red flags, because you don't, you know, even if this person is going to be in a relationship with you at some point in the future, you're not wanting to like allow them to treat you any kind of way in the meantime. Like if they're still having some, they definitely have like, they have fantasy. So like, I don't even think this ex that they, or whoever they're hung up on is like really cares about them, to be honest. Like, I feel like that, like they're totally kind of like almost delusional about that whole situation. And they're like not seeing this big happy change that's in front of them. So let me go ahead and let's talk about some astrology things here, what we could be sign-wise, and I'll see also if there's anything, like I'm not really getting how you guys are going to meet. I do kind of feel like you guys maybe already know this person. They might be a friend, because I don't feel like this person is somebody is like really like out there looking for new people to meet. Like I do feel like they act like it, you know, they might put on an act like they're fine, but like I don't feel like they're actually making moves to like try to find somebody that they want to you know, be with, because they're still in this really kind of like holding hope on whatever it is, and it's not coming through. So I do feel like you more than likely you more than likely already know this person. This is probably a friend, and you probably like them already. Like it's not one of those situations where it's like, oh, you meet and you don't like each other and then you like start to fall for each other. Like you probably already like this person. You probably already have your eye on them or have considered it, but you get that sense that they're not over whoever they've been dealing with. And, you know, maybe you're waiting out on them, or maybe you're like, you like, okay, well, maybe when that person's in a different space, I'll kind of reassess the situation. So I definitely think that this is, you know, if this is something, that you're coming here wondering about this person and wondering like, should I just go forward and like talk to them and be like, hey, do you want to go out sometime? I do feel like it could be like that will be something that would be like a change for them. And while it might be like a little bit, you know, nerve-wracking in a way, I don't feel like they would come back with a negative response. I feel like they would be open to it, but you're going to have to also be open. Like if this is resonating and then you go and do that, then you're going to have to also remember, like maybe come back and listen to this, that this person could have some issues, like, you know, with figuring out what they're going to do going forward. But I do feel that this is going to be, obviously this is what the reading's for, your next relationship. So it just might not it might not be something that's very easy to get into. And there might be, you know, this also could be picking up on some energy that would be in the relationship, even though it's not technically what the reading is, but I feel like I should say that there could be, you know, some heartache that happens in this relationship. And that would make sense if you're getting in your, you know, if you're getting some serious feelings for somebody and they're still hung up on an ex, then your feelings are going to be hurt. So it's just something that you have to, I feel like this relationship is going to be teaching you a lot about trust, and teaching you a lot about having to just, you know, maybe see, like, not assume that somebody's going to do something and just kind of see how things go. So yeah, because like this person I do believe is honest. Like I don't think they're not gonna be like cheating on you and then you know, hooking up with their ex or something and then trying to hide it. They're gonna be like, they're gonna be all of a sudden like moody and upset, and then you're gonna be like, what's wrong? And they're gonna be like, you know, oh, I don't want to talk about it. And then eventually they'll like go into like, yeah, I feel like, you know, I'm still not over that person or blah, blah, blah. And that's still going to hurt, but it's not like, that's just something that they're going through, and it doesn't really negate the feelings that they have for you. It's just, you know, people can have feelings for multiple people. Not everybody does, but some people can, and it can be very confusing even for the person that it's happening to. So you have to be kind of, you know, it's you gotta, with that is like kind of take a step back with like this rest and rejuvenate, and like, you know, just let it ride out. So it's like you already know going into, like you're well aware going in that this person has some, you know, emotional attachment issues, and that's something that you're going to have to deal with. So you're going to have to decide if that's what you want in a relationship. Because, you know, your future is fluid. Just because you're getting this reading right now and it's resonating doesn't mean that that's exactly what's going to happen if you decide to go another direction. You know, you'll go towards whatever direction that's going to be. So let's talk astrology. So we have a 3 of Swords. So that's going to be, so our swords, we could have, you know, there's air signs here, there's water signs, there's fire. I feel like I'm getting a strong Cancer vibe from this person. I mean, a super strong Cancer. So a lot of Cancer in the chart, or Cancer Sun. Okay, so I want to give you some specifics. So I'm using a book because I do not have this information memorized. Let's see. So our 9 of Cups, which, remember I said the 9 of Cups to me was pulling a lot of like energy from this like entire reading. Is really how I was seeing that 9 of Cups. Oh. There we go. Sorry, guys. One of these days I will have all this information memorized. Watch. Okay. So 9 of Cups could be representing somebody that has a Jupiter in Pisces. So it's going to be a wide range. The Swords energy, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this because it's going to take so long. Oh, it went straight to it. That could be a Saturn in Libra. Also a generational or a large time frame window. And then the 10 of Wands, because this is not in order. So I will end up writing everything out and then memorizing it. That's what I'm going to do. You guys got a little more than the rest of the groups will. So, but this definitely can be, I'm just saying this is some strong Cancer vibes, but you know, we have water signs, air signs, and fire signs. So, yeah, I think that is it for group 1. I'm not really picking up, besides, you know, what I told you about the kind of sadness that might be coming in the relationship, anything other than that. But I do like, I feel like this person's very, like I said, they're very honest, and they can be brave when they choose to be. But I feel like they just, they're very emotional, so they're going to probably be very sensitive to your emotions too. Okay, so group 2, this is who is coming into your life regarding a relationship, your next relationship, what they'll be like, personality, looks, some astrological stuff. Okay. So let's start out with, we have the Lovers, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to just put the rest of these cards down. We have Fire Guardian, so that's matching up right there. Crystals. 4 foundation. Okay, let's just look at this for a second. So what I see here already, this person could be a Gemini. We have the Lovers. But this person is, they're very, and they also could be a fire sign. We have Fire Guardian, so that's going to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we also have the Page of Wands. So this person could embody the Page of Wands, their energy. They could be somebody that is very flirtatious. They might be somebody that was like a player. This might be somebody that has a lot of people that they talk to. I feel like I'm actually hearing polyamorous, so this could be somebody, and that's not to take offense to anybody that's polyamorous, but this could just, I feel like, a modern day representation of somebody that is polyamorous. They have a lot of people, a lot of companions. So this is somebody that's highly sexual. They might be young, younger than you, or they might just have like a young spirit, or they might be like a little immature. You might have like an immature energy that you feel from them. They might be a little restless, like they might be always on the go, having to do something. I'm hearing Sagittarius a lot. So they might have heavy Sagittarius in their chart, or be a Sagittarius sun. I'm hearing Gemini Venus. So there's that too. That's interesting. I haven't heard actual placements before, so that's a new development. Okay. Thanks guys. That works out well for me. Makes it easier. You know why? It's because I was trying to read my book that has all, the technical, links to everything. And I realized that it's not in a very good order for me to do that for you guys in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm not going to. So maybe they decided to help me out. Look at that. And then I'm putting ask for help from others down. Okay. Anyway, I'm just putting the rest of these cards down. Attraction and first house. So I feel like this person's going to be very attractive. Like, yeah, they're definitely super attractive. Physically, they're like, they might be fair to like medium skin tone. I feel like they're athletic. They're of a strong build. They are probably tall as well. And so this is going for, whatever gender. This person probably has darker hair, even though the wands, they could be a redhead, they could be blonde, but I feel like this person has darker hair. This person probably has like dark brown hair. They might have like auburn hair. They also could have like super colorful hair. So, maybe their natural hair is brown and then they dye it like pink or whatever. Especially right now, I feel like this person might have colorful hair in the summertime. Okay, but yeah, they're definitely super attractive. They get a lot of attention regarding their looks, regarding their body, and regarding their energy. So let's talk about their personality a little bit. This person is super like energetic. They're super, they love to go do stuff. They love to go on adventures. I feel like I'm hearing hiking, so they like to go hiking. They like to be outdoors. They really enjoy being around other people, but there's also another side to them. So, okay, the Lovers represents Gemini, and, Geminis have that duality. They have the two sides, which we really have. Well, I'm not a Gemini sun, but I'm a Gemini moon and rising. We have that multiple personalities that come through very clearly. So there's this other side of them. While they're like super, out there, they have a lot of friends, they have a lot of people that they're like super connected with, because we have this foundations and achievements and this family. I'm like hearing that's like connected to like, it's not like they might really be close to their family, but I feel like their friends are like their family. Like they really care about their friends. But anyway, their flip side is that they're very like, they need to de-peopleize or whatever. Like they're, They're extroverts, but they are really like ambiverts, and you just can't tell because they have so much freaking energy. They seems like that's probably how they always are, but they do need time alone. They need time to like reflect and meditate. I'm hearing that they might be an artist and they might be spiritual because we do have crystals here. And so, you know, they might be somebody that is into energy work. There might be somebody that's into crystals, or they might like have a hobby with collecting rocks. Again, I feel like they like to be out in nature. So maybe they are somebody that goes out and looks for different stuff. They could be in, you know, into the various topics of the metaphysical, occult. I have dreams, and when I first saw that, I saw dreamer. So I was thinking this person's kind of, again, like, um, they have that other side to them that's more mystical, that's more like uh, wondering what's beyond. And, you know, it might not necessarily be like, you know, them into tarot or into astrology or into like whatever. They might just be somebody that's super into philosophy is what I'm hearing. They might be somebody that's like super into, they just want to think more. Like they're not, this is not a person that is happy with just like watching TV and like, I don't know, going to the game or something and going to Home Depot on the weekends and like that kind of stuff. Like there's somebody that needs, like, they need their adventure, they need to go out, they need to have fun, they need to be around their people. Then they also need to have time alone to be like, I'm seeing somebody like in their study, you know, reading, like I'm seeing an actual study, like anybody has that anymore. But like reading a book late at night, needing to be alone. So this person needs alone time. Definitely. So if you know when you guys are getting together, or if you know this person, just know that if they are somebody that kind of dips out for a little bit, that's because they have to. They have to because they are very, you know, they. I feel like they. What I'm hearing is they overcompensate for something. Um, there's something that they're overcompensating for, so they kind of put on a bigger, like, happier show. Like they're not like they're not happy, but they just overcompensate and they put on more, like they give, what am I trying to, what is coming through? It's like they give a lot, and so they really have to take some time off away from people because they're giving probably more than they really should, but it makes them feel good, so they still do it. They have like, they, you know what it is? I feel like they do have like, they have like, they're like a people pleaser, kind of, or they have some issues with like validation from other people because like they're, again, I'm just, it's so like over and over how important their friends are to them, and like keeping their friends happy, and making sure that, you know, everybody's okay. So they might like kind of put themselves out there quite a bit more than they can really handle. That's what it is. It's not like they're not overcompensating, it's just they're doing so much that it wears them out, so they have to pull back. And they usually like, they can't really gauge that out as well as maybe some other people. So you might notice that they burn out quick. Um, and so to make sure you don't, you know, because they have a hard time asking for help. They have a hard time like being like, all right, well, you know, I can't, you know, maybe they feel like they have to go to all these events that their friends are throwing, or, you know, they have to support every person that they know in whatever way they're wanting them to, or they have to be the one that makes everybody laugh, or, you know, that kind of thing. And then like when they're just like worn out, they just can't ask, you know, for help. They can't ask. It's not even that they can't ask for help. It's that they can't like, they can't just like, they feel like they're like hurting other people's feelings in a way when they pull back. So they can't just like let people know that they like, hey, I just need some time to chill. So they usually will just maybe ghost is kind of what I feel. Like they just are like, all right, like, you know, maybe you know, like let's say this person is, like you won't see them online or anywhere posting or and they won't respond to texts and you haven't seen them in days or whatever. Like they'll do that kind of stuff. And so that's something that could carry over into a relationship, and that's something you would have to address. Like you're going to have to discuss this, I feel, because they're not going to be able to do that stuff. Yeah, so I feel like this person is, like I said, they're very attractive, and they are, like, the way that they're going to be attracted to you is because they like there's an attraction to you in regards to how you like also enjoy life. Like you are probably somebody that has that same kind of zest for life as they do in regards to like adventures and going out and exploring and that kind of thing. So like that's what's kind of brings you guys together. So maybe you guys will meet like, you know, on since hiking keeps coming up, maybe you guys will meet hiking or something. Maybe you guys will meet outdoors, or you'll just really have that in common. Camping. Um, let's see. All right, let's talk. So again, like I said, this could be a Gemini. This could be a fire sign or have heavy fire in this chart. And this also could be a air sign or have heavy air in the chart. But I feel like this is probably heavy fire sign. Like I said, I was hearing Gemini Venus. I was hearing Sagittarius. So I think that's about it. But yeah, this person, so like a relationship wise, I feel like because of this person, you know, how I described them, they're going to be very, you know, they're going to want to make you happy. They're going to want to make sure that you are, they're going to want, how you get along with their friends is going to be really important because their friends matter a lot to them. But you're going to also need to realize, because, okay, so with the Page of Wands, that can be, he can be kind of reckless. So there can be kind of that, like, just that dumb, they can just be kind of dumb with some of the decisions they make. And so what that also can be, like I said, how they might get ghosts, like they might not even think that like disappearing for a day is like that bad, or they might like, oh, I didn't even mean for that to happen, like I, you know, meant to like call you, but then I fell asleep. Like they might do some stuff like that where it might seem like it's like really something else was going on, but it's really just that they're not, like, this person might have, like, okay, so when you have a first house stellium, even though it's not like saying it is, but I'm hearing like talk about first house stellium. If you have a first house stellium in your chart, you tend to, it's just about you. Like things are just about you. And it can be really hard to like not, like to put other people's perspectives into like whatever you're doing, into your daily thoughts, because your thoughts are just like surrounding about you, what you're doing, where you're going, blah, 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 right? Like what you need to do. And so like this person could have a first house stellium, or they could just be somebody that's like I said, they're kind of immature. They could be a little bit selfish. And they not like, you know, not communicate clearly with you regarding when they need this time, you know, not asking for help, basically, like not saying like, hey, I need time to like chill and be by myself and like, you know, do whatever I'm going to do. I feel like this person reads a lot. So, yeah, that's going to be for you guys. What I would recommend with this person is that you definitely communicate what your expectations are regarding like needing time apart, regarding needing, you know, the communication. Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. Okay. But yeah, definitely needing to communicate. All right, let's go on to the next group. I'm being so like ridiculous right now. I wanting to make sure this is the same color, like the same card. It doesn't matter, but oh, I don't know why it's bothering me. Usually stuff like that doesn't bother me. Okay, let's go on. So this is group 3, and this is going to be what your next relationship is going to be like, who the person's going to be like. We're going to see, you know, what energies come out. I read all the messages I get, so maybe some information about how you guys meet, definitely information about the looks, and some astrological signs placements, whatever comes through. So this one actually had more cards than the other. So starting off with our tarot, we have, let's put this over here. We have the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the Hierophant. So right away I'm getting Taurus. Silence, suffering and silence. That's kind of Taurus-y. Let go, Arrow. A year from now. Faith, oops. Retreats. Okay. All right, guys. So right off the bat, all right, I want to remind you that this is a general reading. You know, if this does not resonate with you, then just click out of it. Don't take it with you. Don't let it make you feel any kind of way. I can't possibly pick up on everybody that's watching this, you know, what's coming in for them. So I don't want anybody to be feeling bad, because I already can kind of see this is going to be something that people might not want to hear. I feel like your next relationship coming in is probably this is probably talking about it. It's probably coming in like a year from now. And so if you're listening to this, that is not what you want to hear. So again, if you're like, no, then just leave right now. Pick another pile. There's 8 other piles. I had to think about that for a second. Okay. But I'm going to tell you why. It's because this is like not the right time for you to be in a relationship. It's not the, and that's all I'll say. That's why this is taking a while to come in. But I'm still having information about who is coming in for you. We have, so we have Taurus. When we're talking about this person's personality, this is somebody that's going to be coming in when there's something that you're going through, and there's something that you are having to kind of get over. And like this person comes in once that is like done and in the clear. And this person, interestingly enough, I feel has gone through something similar to you. So this person has, there's somebody that has a lot of internal conflict with themselves. They probably suffer from depression. There's somebody that it's a fight. I just keep seeing like and hearing fight. That's like they have a fight with themselves. And it's something that they carry over into relationships. Maybe it's something that had was the reason why their last relationship dissolved. They might have like some sort of like issue with mental illness. So this person is definitely somebody that is fragile, and this is why it's likely not the right time for this union to happen, for this relationship to happen, because it is something that's on your course. It's on your path right now if it's resonating with you. But this person's not ready for it, and more than likely you aren't either, because I do feel like you guys have some mirroring energy here. And that's just coming through on the how I'm feeling. It's not the cards. It's just the energy of this reading right now. So this person is having to like let go. I feel like this person may have went through some sort of like serious maybe the death of their partner, their previous partner, or like something that was very tragic. And it might not even be like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a past relationship. Maybe they went through some sort of trauma, or like something that has really affected them recently. And they're having to heal and walk away from that. And they're going to, because then they're going to be in this victorious energy. And that's why I said it's like you guys are mirroring each other. So it's like there's something that, whatever has happened recently to you in a relationship that has been painful, that's something that either is going to be taking a while to heal. And this person is going to be healing along with you. And that's why it's not this void, of course, of the moon is all about not being the right time for something, even if you really want it. Because like right now, what I'm getting like is if you know this person and you're like, damn, like I already know who she's talking about. Like I know this guy that I'm into, and their significant other recently passed away or something like that. That sounds kind of bad, right? Like recently passed away, but, or what, you know what I'm trying to say. And you're hoping I'm saying you guys are getting together now. It's like right now, if you guys were to get together, it would be super toxic. It would be like, it would end so badly. That's the void of course moon. It's like something's not working, and it's really in your benefit that it's not coming through right now, because it would be bad and you don't want it right now. No matter how much you think you do. I know. So, yeah, like, oh my gosh, I'm talking about this and like, anyway, okay. So this is, let's see. This person is likely somebody that values, I'm getting both ends actually. So this is interesting. So I'm getting both ends of the Hierophant. I'm getting somebody that values tradition, somebody that values like traditional roles. They value, taking care of their significant other in a quote unquote, maybe they not necessarily like gender normative, but they want to cater to their partner. And that doesn't matter what gender their partner is. Like they do want to cater to their partner. They want to provide to their partner in certain type of ways. They want to have a traditional relationship. Like they don't want to have like an open relationship. They don't want to have multiple partners. They want to have something that's traditional. They might want to get married. But I'm also getting the flip side that there's somebody that might rebel against that as well. So with either way, it's going to be like the extremes. It's either somebody that really does want that, they want that committed life, and maybe it's they're having the same. It's like the same in one person. It's like both energies in that one person. Like they really want that, but at the same time, they really want to rebel against it. So it causes, like I said, they have this inner conflict. This is somebody that definitely suffers from some sort of, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, something along those lines is what I feel here. And they deal with their issues in silence. Like they don't want people to know like how much they go through. So they don't really, I feel like they appear like somebody that's very strong. And I feel like they appear like somebody that's very victorious. Like the thing though, there's like a sneaky energy with that Six of Wands that I was reading about. I like to read different people's philosophies on it and like see what resonates. And this one philosophy on the Six of Wands was, this horse is covered, and there's kind of like this energy of like of hiding, of like what did it take to win? What did it take to get there? And so that's why I feel like they're somebody that comes across as very victorious, but like they've been through so much to get there, and it's not like apparent to everybody. It's like this is the horse that, that's the energy that rode them in. And it's not apparent to everybody that this was very hard on them, and it continues to be hard. And it's not something like they can get away from. It feels like it's a part of them, because we have these two cards in the middle, and it's like, this is the energy of the person. And I feel like it's just, that's a part of them. That's who they are. And it's something that they realize they just have to deal with, that they probably will never overcome, but like, they're just going to have to, they just have to deal with it. So, but this person is also like, they have a lot of faith in their ability to heal. They have a lot of faith in they surround themselves, they are surrounding themselves currently with people that are positive. They're surrounding themselves with positive energy because they do want to heal. While they might realize that they'll never be able to necessarily get rid of these demons, they want to be able to, have an upper hand on them. Is what I hear. They want to be able to let go of some situations in the past that have hurt them so much where they feel kind of scared of a union. And like I said, you guys I feel like some of you, I feel like it's kind of split in regards to if you know this person already or if you're going to meet them. I feel like some of you definitely know this person. You're definitely interested in them. And you're really wanting things to kind of get started like now. But it's just not the right time. And the other people, you're wanting somebody, you're wanting to find your person, like you don't have anybody in mind, and you're like, damn, like what's going on? Like maybe you're on dating apps and like nothing's working, and you just feel like cock blocked everywhere you go, right? Like, and so that's also that energy. Like you don't really need to get involved in anything else because you have this coming down a year from now, unfortunately. And there's just, there's some healing and stuff that's going to be going on for you in that time as well. So, this person is, right now healing, they're retreating. And I feel like they're overall, but their energy, like they're very strong. They're very loyal is what I'm getting, because they're very loyal. They're very loyal. And when they get their shit together, like when they get their head straight and when they can feel like they've walked away, they're in a good space, there's somebody that you're going to be very, it's going to go back to this like victorious energy, and like, I'm hearing happy, like, so you're going to be happy. I feel like you're going to be like their person, like they want that person that they don't have to suffer in silence anymore. They want somebody that they can trust to go to and tell their emotions to, and know that they're going to be heard, know that they're not going to be like, made fun of or like criticized for having them, or like, especially with their mental illness. Like maybe their partners in the past have been really negative towards them regarding mental illness, or, have treated them some kind of way. Maybe their family members have. And so like, they've never had a person that's been like, it's okay to be, it's okay to not be okay right now. It's okay to have a panic attack. It's okay to, have a depressive episode, and to be there for them, because they really need to surround themselves with like protective energy while they go through this this healing process. So there's nothing new and that's probably also why you guys aren't able to get together yet. Because, you know, maybe you guys both have things that are healing, and if you come together, you're just going to cause that process to take longer than it needs to take. So the universe is basically just trying to like, hey, let's just get this stuff taken care of now so you guys can be together and not have to, you know, how you guys can fight this shit together, and you're not like individually fighting it and then coming together and fighting because of how, you know, because you don't have that good ground that you were able to build during a stable time. Because this person, I do feel like they cycle, and I feel like you might cycle too, in and out of kind of like your mental state and your energy. You know, maybe you have mental health issues as well, and that's why you relate. Like, you know, maybe that's why you don't have any judgment, because you have your own inner demons there. You have your own issues with depression and anxiety. Okay. Why am I doing this? I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's see why I'm doing this. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys definitely know this person. And so it's like this beginning, it started. Maybe you don't even know them that well yet. Maybe you know, just met them. And I feel like you already kind of get that like nudge towards like, maybe this is it. And like, maybe when you were listening, you jumped on here and you didn't even like think about this person necessarily, for some of you guys. But now that you've listened to this, you're like, that actually sounds like somebody I know that like has intrigued me, but like, I wasn't quite sure, like, you know, how that could maybe go. So yeah, this is a new beginning for both of you. This is going to be very healing. This is going to be very, it's a divinely given gift. This is, yeah, I'm getting the goosebumps, and then I'm getting the goosebumps on my arms, and I'm getting the warm feeling up my back. So that's for sure. This is a divine gift for you guys to be happy. So this is really beautiful energy. Honestly, like, even though there's a lot of sadness and there's a lot of pain and, you know, darker energy, like, it's like two people coming through the like darkness into the light, and it's a gift. It was like divinely placed, divinely timed, and that's why it's taking some time, because it's all divinely timed. Okay. So, we didn't talk astrology. We did not talk looks much. So, this person looks wise, so we have wands and we have cups. So they are likely, they could be any skin tone. They could be, so pretty much everything here. Let me see if I can get anything intuitively. I feel like this is a wide range. I think there's a lot of people that are probably selecting 3. Let me know what you guys select. In the comments. Yeah, I'm seeing like, it's like everything. This is a wide range of people. So we have Taurus, we have water signs, we have fire signs. So they might have heavy Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I was trying to see if I got any specific signs coming through, and I'm not. It's just too wide of a range. Okay. Yeah, but this is very healing, guys. This person is going to be very good for you when they are ready to be good for you. And you know what? It's not necessarily, okay, so it's a year from now. That doesn't mean like it's exactly a year from now. So next summer, this is what's going to be happening. But there is an energy of this is going to take some time. It's not going to happen. There's like, you want it to happen right now. Like, you're like, all right, I'm ready. But it's like, it's not going to happen right now, because it's just not going to work out. And this deserves to work out, because both of you deserve for it to work out. So that's why it's divinely placed for there to be a delay. So let me know what you think. Let me know if that resonates with you. If that pile resonated with you, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Tell me what you think it's about, who you think it's about, if you don't mind. Okay, so let's go on to group 4. I didn't even talk about these little things I have on here. So these are If you go to my store, my friend Jessica makes these, and I have, some of these are in the shop, and I have all her information as well. So if you're wanting to get a custom one made, Paintings by Jessica on Facebook. So this is group 4. This is group 4 who is coming for you. Not who's coming for you, but who, your next relationship, what this person will be like, and any other messages that come through. We're also going to be taking a look at some astrological signs, placements potentially, and what they're like. Maybe how you meet. Some of the other piles got how they might meet. I say whatever comes through. But the main thing is, like, what's this person about? We really kind of want to know the personality. All right, so I have the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles for this person. So right away we see there's like heavy earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm just going to put this stuff down. Let's hope. Oh, that's right. So we got 4 cards. I'm going to throw these 4 cards down, and I'll look at them as I need to. 4 cards came out for that. And I have True Love and Jupiter Returns Benefits. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So right away, I get that this person more than likely has brown hair, brown eyes, is more than likely a sturdy build. That doesn't mean that they're necessarily overweight, but they're sturdy. They're strong. I get a lot of Taurus energy. Capricorn next. This person is likely somebody that, damn, we have like a lot of people so far that have been going through some stuff. This person probably recently went through some sort of financial issues, or they had to leave some sort of situation that wasn't serving them, and it probably hit them financially. They may have potentially been thrown out, like, because the 6 of Swords is a refugee energy. It's having to leave a situation, but you're leaving for something that's so much better, right? You're getting out of like a war zone. You're getting to a place that is safer. And the 5 of Pentacles is the energy of being thrown out. So this person could have been, you know, they could be somebody that is, this person could be somebody from another country is what I'm hearing. So they could have come over on some sort of like visa. You know, they don't necessarily, I'm not saying they're necessarily a refugee, but they might be somebody like that had that, you know, that's family came over and they grew up in this, wherever you are. They might be somebody that, I feel like wherever they came from, and it could be even somebody that's like changed states because of a situation. They've come from some sort of, I am hearing violence, but definitely financial issues. So, but otherwise, other than that, like, I feel like that's like kind of their situation, what's going on is this too. But I feel like they do kind of embody this Page of Pentacles. You might meet this person. This person might be like at your job or at your school. They are very studious. They're very, they're very like, I feel like they like giggle or laugh a lot. Like, for going through as much shit as they've gone through, they're very positive. We have Jupiter return here, and that's benefits. I feel like for one, you guys are like, this is like just like a good luck thing in regards to just relation, like whatever it's touching, like whatever thing I'm seeing. I always just put a good luck to it. But I also feel like this person just like embodies like that Jupiter, just positivity. Like, they've been through a lot, but they still are very excited, very happy, and like it's a real, like, that's a real energy from them. That's not them like fronting. That's not them trying to put on a mask. We have, yeah, like, okay, dude, we got hope, strength. Oh, look, and the strength has the, I think there's 12 suns there to represent the zodiac, and we have the moon here, and it's kind of like moon-ish. I don't know. I'm just seeing that. So they could be a, oh, I got heavy earth, but I'm hearing like Cancer, Pisces, harmony, and abundance. I feel like this person is just very, like, they're very grateful for everything that they have because they have went through, You know, they grew up going through such a hard time, so they're super grateful. They're very strong because of whatever they've went through. There's somebody that's very vocal with throat chakra. There's somebody that you know, they might be somebody that speaks up for certain causes. They might be like a representative for different causes. Maybe particularly the cause of whatever had impacted them in childhood. So, you know, whatever trauma they went through, they go and they try to help other people. They believe in, they definitely believe in, like, they believe in giving back. They believe in expressing yourself. They believe in, like, sharing your story. We have creative expression here. They believe it in throat chakra. So yeah, they're definitely they're very talkative. And the Page of Pentacles is very talkative as well. So they're definitely super talkative. So we might be talking about a Gemini rising. We could be talking about Gemini, Mercury, Mars, heavy third house. Okay, so let's see. They're also somebody that is, like I said, they have like that, they have this like just, they have this connect with Jupiter. And I feel like they have this connect with like their intuition. So they're very intuitive. They might be into, you know, they might be into astrology because we have a lot of little markers that I'm seeing just talking kind of, I don't know. There's a lot of astrology here. There's like not, but there is to me. So that's just a message coming through to me. Sorry guys. Anyway, but there's somebody, they believe in true love. Like they believe in they believe in their soulmate. They believe in their heavily, what? They believe in their happily ever after. They believe in, they believe in good luck. They believe like doing good things comes back to you. And that's why they're very vocal on trying to help change situations for other people. And I feel like that's actually benefited them because we have abundance here. So there's somebody that might have money. They might, you know, because they've worked really hard, or there's somebody that has the potential to make a lot of money. I do feel like this is like, there's a lot of like, this person seems younger. So I feel like a lot of this is going to be somebody that's like in their, I'm getting like 18 to 25 area for those watching. Like this is a younger person. They could be younger than you. And if it's not, it could be somebody that's just like below you in some way. So like, let's say there's somebody at work, they could be like a new hire. They could be somebody that's like an apprentice or, you know, somebody that's learning. And so it could be any age, but they definitely have a youthful, like witty, happy, talkative energy to them. Like they don't, that's what I'm saying, Gemini and rising. So those traits, they look young for their age. So looks wise, you know, we're going to be talking pentacles. Did I talk about looks wise already? I'm sorry if I did. I get so into like the messages I'm getting and I get confused, but you know, dark hair, dark eyes, sturdy build, strong. I think I already did that. It's sounding very familiar. But you likely like, hold on, let's see. Mirror, guardian. Take time to reflect. And then, yeah, so this person definitely has their, like, they tap into their intuitive side. They like to reflect. They might meditate. I don't feel like there might not be, like, super spiritual because they're so, like, into, like, getting things done or, like, planning what their next move is going to be in regards to, like, you know, their money, really. They're about their money. They want to be the King of Pentacles one day. Like they have a goal to be able to be like just financially secure on their own. But right now they're like, you know, that's kind of like their focus. So I'm getting Capricorn too. I'm hearing Capricorn. Like they're very focused on getting their money together. And creating a success because they want to be that success. And they're not like egotistical about it. Like they're not like, you know, oh, I'm going to be like that person where like I've been through all this and then I'm being on a stage and all that kind of stuff. Like it's not like wanting it out of fame because they really do want to help other people, but they want to be able to give their family, you know, they want to be able to give their partner what they weren't given and what they're, you know, in particular what I hear what their mother wasn't given. There's something with their mom here Maybe it's just because of, you know, maybe she was an incredibly hard worker and they have a lot of respect. Maybe there was a difficult relationship, but there's something that their mom impacts them a lot. So negative or positive. I don't really know what the no is for. Let's take a look at the imagery. This is weird because it's not really like, I don't want to, okay, so yeah, I do feel like this person meditates because she's meditating in the card. I feel like they have a connection with divine or with, you know, the universe or whatever you want to call it, because we have this like imagery of this angel with a horn. So they like listen to their intuition there. But I also feel like this person is kind of, it's almost like they're blessed now. Like their hardship was in the beginning half of their life, and then like now, or not even half because they're still young, but like now they're hitting their blessings. Like they were able to escape. Like there's this escape energy that they got away from their darkness. They got away from whatever their trauma was in their childhood. And now they're on to better things. So again, like in regards to where you might meet, I was thinking, as I said earlier, school, work, that type of place. Other than that, not picking up too much there. They definitely like to, they might be creative in other ways as well. So they could be artistic. They could be super artistic. I feel like they might be in clubs. Like, you know, like different clubs at school, or they might be a part of different societies, that type of thing. Because they always want to make connections in order to, like, you know, get to know other people and have people that might be able to assist them. Because they were like assisted at one point. Remember, like, because they somebody helped them, some like authority figure, or there was an idol to, like, they have an idol, so they're probably going to talk about that to you. Like they had somebody that helped them so much that they now kind of want to be able to be that for somebody else. So that is group number 4. It's the Sailor Moon one. And yeah, that's group number 4. Oh, I didn't put True Love back. This relationship is gonna be like really awesome for you guys. So this is a romance of a lifetime. This is something that this person is, they're gonna sweep you off your feet on like a I feel a, let me look at this, but yeah, like on a material, yeah, definitely, okay, definitely looking at this. They're sleeping off your feet on a material level. Like, okay, it is going to be romantic and everything, but they're going to like wine and dine you. They're going to buy you nice clothes. They're going to, you know, they dress nice themselves. Like she's super dressed up. Even for this deck, she has like some sort of something on her head that's like jewelry. Like they really want to, like, they want to give you that kind of like good life in regards to how they treat you, or what they buy for you, and how they treat you, but definitely what they buy for you. There's like a luxury energy. There's a Taurus energy there. Think Taurus Venus. Could be a Taurus Venus, that type. Okay, so going on, group number 5. And this is a reading for, and if you guys resonated with your group, please give it a like and a thumbs up. Well, that's the same thing. Please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Let me know what you picked. So group number 5, who is coming in for a relationship for you, what they're going to be like, any other messages that come through. Maybe we'll see how you guys meet. Maybe we'll see what, when it happens. So let's see. We have the 2 of Wands. And again, you guys actually got, I think you guys got the most cards. Oh, no, that was the last group got the most cards. You guys got the second to the most cards, I believe. Okay, so what is this person like? Let's just looking at this tarot. So right away I heard this person's deep. There's a deepness. There's like a dark side to them. Yeah, there's, they might be a Scorpio or have a Scorpio placement. Scorpio moon, Capricorn, Sagittarius, These are just channeled. They're not directly linked to these cards or anything. Okay, let's see. So, this person's personality type. So they're like a, what do you want to say? They're like a big deal. Like, they're not like a big deal, okay? But they're like a big deal. They have that like, so they have like big dick energy. They definitely have this like, there's something about them. People probably like take second glances at them, and not necessarily because they're like incredibly attractive. Not that they're not, but not that they're like super hot or anything. But it's like something about them draws you in. They could have a Scorpio rising. It's that kind of like, and I don't necessarily think that they like are necessarily dressing like a Scorpio rising, or like or like what maybe stereotypes of Scorpio risings might prefer to dress like in all black or whatever. But I feel like there's something about their presentation and their aura that just is like very plutonic. So they maybe have some Pluto on the ascendant aspects, and that draws people in, where it's like, wait, what's going on? Pluto Venus too, some aspects there. So let's see what else. This person is they're just like a big deal, because we have like the World, and then we have the Magician. So there's somebody that is able to create. They're able to manifest. They might be into witchcraft. They might be into I feel like they definitely are into something like where they're manifesting, and they're doing it on purpose. They're not doing it like they know what they're doing. And it's going to be in a varying degree depending on, if this is resonating with you, for one. But they might not necessarily like, okay, they might not be like a super studious person in regards to whatever their spiritual beliefs are, but they do definitely like see that they can create, that they can like make things happen, that they can make people do things. They definitely have this like deceivious, like they're able to put on a mask for other people. So they're kind of Gemini. They might have some Gemini placements. I also just heard Libra, because Libras can have that too. They can be that like, it's all the fair and balanced, but there's this deception that comes with that. You can't be in fair and balanced with everything. It's impossible. So there's a deception that comes when you want everybody to like you. So they're able to play that role for who they need to play it for, and they're able to get their way, and they absolutely know it. And they use that because they're very like, they're always looking for to the future. They're always trying to make their plans. They're making their moves. That they want to. They stay focused. So Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. They're very focused on their future. They're not gonna let anything get in the way, dude. They have the Eight of Wands. They're somebody that they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So when it comes to a relationship, this person is gonna come at you. Like they're gonna be like, it's up to you. I mean, that's your message there. It's gonna be up to you, because this person is gonna be like, I'm coming for you. Like we're gonna be together. Maybe they're going to message you first. They're going to call you. They're going to walk up to you. They're going to hit on you. It's going to be up to you to decide to be with this person, because they get what they want. They're that person that, and they probably say that. They might say like, I get what I want, or, they allude to it. They're very used to the world feeling, is what I'm hearing. So the feeling of the world is a feeling of completion and contentment. It's when, and that's something that we don't feel that often, I feel, at least myself, where you're not feeling that internal pressure to do anything. It's like everything's done, everything's on time, everything's paid. You got extra money, you're sitting back, you're relaxed, you have the love of your life, you're sitting next to you, you're happy, and things are going good. You're not worried. Like you're completely content and happy. Like they are super used to that. Like they are a little bit lucky there, because, and it's not like, so that kind of counteracts what I was saying in the beginning, that they have like the Scorpio energy and that they're deep. Like they have that plutonic energy to them, but I don't necessarily feel like they own it. So that's why I also was saying like Libra. Like it's like, this could be like a Libra sun, Scorpio moon type individual, or like there's this lightheartedness to them where they like get what they want because they create their own reality, but and it's just there's a lot of positivity. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they have a lot of freedom. Like, this is just, I'm kind of like, I feel like this is not fair. Like, I wish this was me. No. This person is pretty cool. And it might not necessarily be, everybody has bad stuff happen to them. It just might be that their innate abilities are so good with like their perception and how they view things, and how they're able to manifest, that they're able to just bring in a lot of positivity in their life. And that's why they're so used to just going after, like they're going to go at you. So it also could be Aries. Let's see. Let's talk. So we have reflection. Yeah, I do feel like they're like reflective. They're a reflective type person. They think about, they go through a lot of rebirths, and that's why I said they might have Pluto onto the ascendant, or onto the moon, the sun. They could have be like Pluto could be their, like I said, Scorpio rising, so they could have that as their chart ruler. But we have the eighth house always there, so it's like this. The eighth house is endings and beginnings. They cycle, and they change and they transform a lot. So they get into these reflective states where they're like, okay, what's my next transformation? Who am I going to be next? I just heard Gemini moon too. All right, let's talk looks. So most of these people that I'm seeing here have dark hair, so they likely have dark hair. I feel like there's somebody that is, they probably change a lot in regards to their looks. So they could have dark hair, but they also could have like brightly colored hair. They also could have, like, they could be bald, they could shave it, they could have a mohawk. They could wear wigs. They could also be somebody that varies a lot in their physical appearance. So maybe they gain weight easily is kind of what I hear. Like maybe they gain weight and then lose weight easily. They go through all these these cycles and these transformations. So they could have blue eyes. And I don't really like to go into skin tone and these things because, tarot's very, it's not very inclusive with skin tone, and it links up. But if I see if something comes through directly, then I'll tell you. But it usually doesn't because well, actually, now I'm kind of getting they might have like an olive skin tone. But there's so many people watching, so that might pick up on them. So that's going to be for you guys. I definitely, do you know this person yet? It's, no. I don't feel like this group knows who this is yet because this person is going to come for you. So I don't feel like they've been watching you or anything. I feel like when they see you, they're going to come at you. So when you meet them, it's going to be known that they like you. You're not going to have to wonder if this person likes you. You're not going to have to ever, it's going to be known. You're going to know they like you. And if this is resonating with somebody that you already know, they just might not see you in that light yet. So maybe a situation happens where suddenly their perspective changes of you. And so I'm sure you guys have had that happen where suddenly your perception changes of another person and you just see them in another light because of the situation you're in. So I'm getting an example in my head right now, regarding work, maybe you guys were working together on a project and they spend more time with you and see a different side that they didn't really recognize because, it was a busy environment, you guys didn't really know each other, and then they're seeing that side and then they're going to be like, damn, this person is way better than I ever thought they were, and I'm going after them. And maybe that night they're gonna be like, hey, let's talk. This person needs to communicate how they feel and what they want, because that's what they've learned they have to do. They've learned how to manifest, and they've learned it takes action to manifest too. So you have to go after what you want. You have to live and breathe and smell, and it has to be all a part of you and encompass every bit of you. And so they already just innately know that. They didn't have to learn it or be taught it necessarily. They might have learned it, but I do feel like a lot of these people just, it was that was their blessing because of what they also had to go through, whatever trauma they went through, that they were blessed with that just innate knowing of how to manifest their way out of it. So yeah, they're definitely just, they're going to come at you hard. So get ready, group 5, for that. Whenever that clicks for them, if you know them, and if you don't know them, for whenever you run into them. Where will you meet? I do not know. If you are looking to book a reading, I do relationship predictions, so you can find all my information in the description box below. And on the little comment, I left a link for my website too, pinned comment. So if that resonated with you, go ahead and let me know. Talk to me about who you think that might be, what you think's going on, if you think you know them. Leave a like. Okay, so this is group 6. I don't know why I had a hard time there. Group 6. So let's see what's going on here with group 6 people. So this is group 6. When or who is coming in for you relationship wise? What will they be like? And oh, you guys have a lot of cards too. I didn't even realize you guys had this many. What will they be like? And then any other information I get, I'm doing astrology signs that are coming through on the cards and intuitively, and I'm also doing any information that comes through intuitively, as always, of course. So what is this person like? So let's look at the tarot first. Ooh, boy. This person you probably already know. This is probably somebody from your past. You may have dated them before. You may have known them as a child, because we have the 6 of Cups. Or they might be somebody that has children. Children might be a big part of their life. They could be a teacher, because we have spiritual teacher here, but I'm also, when I first saw that, I just saw teacher. So they could actually be a school teacher. But they also could just be very into, they could be a spiritual teacher, or they could be into, like, it could be they could work a lot with their church. They could work for a church, for some sort of religious organization. I'm also hearing they could be like, they could work for like a nonprofit organization. So not that that's like they could also work, because it's healing. They could also work, this could be somebody that is like, works in a healing way. So like a hospital or anything along those lines. I kept hearing like CNA. This could be like a nurse, nursing assistant nurse. Somebody that heals. And I don't feel like it's more that nurturing energy coming from this person, because we have the Empress there. And I feel like this person, and I have shaman. So there's definitely, this person's like a teacher. Like and if they're not like some sort of like that's their job, they might like be very wise and like communicate a lot of information to other people in regards to like just advice in regards to their spiritual beliefs. They're highly intuitive, and I feel like they might communicate that. I feel like they do. So this person definitely has a lot of anxiety problems. They get caught up in their thoughts a lot with that 9 of Swords. But they also are very like, there's 2 sides to them. And like most people most people, if not all, have multiple sides. But they definitely have this anxiety with Mercury there, with the 9, sorry, I said 9 of Swords. It's the 8 of Swords. And this is just being tied up in your thoughts, you know, tied up in illusions, really. And maybe this is why you've gone back and forth with this person, if this is somebody from your past and it's resonating. Because I feel like you guys have fought before. Like you guys were in conflict quite a bit. And it was usually over some sort of communication issue. I'm going to drink some water really quickly. Sorry. Okay. But they're very nurturing. They're very beautiful. They're very attractive. They're very they're very beautiful, like regardless of what gender or whatever. Like there's a beauty to them. It's not just like being hot or like whatever. Like they're incredibly aesthetically pleasing in a like traditional sense. And that would probably mean, that's going to mean whatever traditional sense to you is personally, because it's the, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I feel like other people recognize their beauty. Like other people say they're pretty. This person might be super argumentative, okay? Because we have the Five of Swords. I do feel like that represents maybe some energy between you two if this is somebody you know. But also with the King of Pentacles there. So they are somebody that's incredibly, like, they have a lot, they either have a lot of money or they have a lot of ability to make a lot of money. They have a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money, right? They might come from a family of money. But the thing with the King of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles can be a very stubborn energy as well. So when you put that with the Five of Swords, this can be something that's very argumentative and stubborn. So they can be very stuck in their ways. They can think like their ways is the right way because you know what, I've made it this far and blah blah blah. Like that's the King of Pentacles. Like he's gotten up to the kingship, you know, he's at the top now. So you should listen to him, obviously, so that you can get what he has. I don't feel like the King of Pentacles recognizes, at least in this sense, that everybody has their own path per se, and so like they feel like while they might be like high in tune like with their what they believe, you know, and they want to teach people and help people, like they don't understand that not everybody's going to like resonate with that, and that they might feel like they might be somebody that feels like there's like only one or a couple ways to go about like with your spirituality, I feel. But they might not also. I feel like that's actually kind of split there. But there's just, I'll stick with that. And I'll just own that. I'll own that whole statement. That I feel like they just they don't get that everybody's not gonna, go the direction that they're going. So maybe they're super into like spirituality and they think Christianity's awful and the worst, and like they go on rants and raves and stuff about it, and they are in debates about it all the time. Or whatever, right? Like they don't realize that that's gonna be somebody's path. Like that's what their soul needs to go through in this experience, and that's what resonates with them. Like they don't get like that. They don't like they don't need to teach them this. Like they don't need to shove this into their brain. And I feel like a lot of that will like trigger up when they're anxious about something else, and it's like that's like their outlet. They kind of get like they might go online and argue with people when they're in a bad mood just because they're able to get all that energy out of them. But they are they're very creative. They're very blessed when it comes to like creating things that make them money or getting in situations that help make them money. And I feel like they're very protective of you. I feel like this is somebody that actually This might be somebody that that's like kind of watches you and keeps an eye on you and makes sure that you're okay. Like they want to like make sure that you're like, they might be somebody that checks up on you a lot and like it's like, hey, are you doing okay? Or hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, that kind of thing. They have that kind of energy to them. It's not really necessarily mothering, but they just want to check in on you. They want to see how you're doing. They want to make sure you're okay. They kind of want to see what path you're taking because they're interested in getting in there, but they don't really know exactly when to go in because they do trust like their intuition and they trust their feelings on stuff, right? And so they want to go in at the right time because they want to maintain this like King of Pentacles, this Midas touch energy where everything that they do is really positive. But I feel like for this person, like relationships haven't always been like that. Like they're really good with finances. They're really good with their friends. They're really good with like, other people. Their social standing is very positive. Other people really like them. But I feel like maybe relationships, they kind of, it's like that's their Achilles heel. Like they don't really have because they're so like, I feel like they're very stubborn. So there's just a stubborn energy. And it's like they mean really well, but they have to compromise in a relationship. They can't expect everybody to abide by what they say or to think like they do. So there's definitely they think a lot. They think a lot. They think they're very smart. And they are very smart, but they just need to not act like that all the time, right? Physically, this person could be older than you. This could be an older male or female. This could be somebody that is... we're getting we're literally getting all the signs here. So I mentioned some signs earlier. I'm just going to stick with those. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn. A lot of Capricorn. Venus, so Taurus, Libra with the Empress. representing Venus. Yeah, and this person is, so they're likely older. They dress really nice. They carry themselves with class. They, I'm getting like, I'm getting that if this is a, somebody that like identifies as a female or like has a lot of feminine energy, like they like pink. We have a lot of pink here. That's like purplish, but they like that hue. They wear that a lot. They dress very like they don't like follow trends. They dress very like, it's like a timeless, there it is. It's like, what am I trying to say? A timeless fashion. So it's things that you can always wear and look good in. And it's always very well put together. I feel like some of them actually get their clothes tailored. So they might be super into their appearance. Like they might drive a nice car, you know, have a nice place. I'm hearing some of them have really nice apartments and like luxury apartments type thing. So there's some big Taurus energy there too. And I'm also hearing Aquarius. That's probably in their chart somewhere. So yeah, this person, let's talk about if there's any timing here. I don't really see timing because we have, you know, cards are all over the place. I feel like I said, again, this is something that you already know. Like so now describing this person, how is this person going to come towards you? How are you going to recognize them? You're probably going to recognize them through them wanting to like buy you things, to be honest. I feel like they're going to try to, and like, again, I said, this is probably somebody you already dated. You already know this person, or they're from your past and they've been watching you. They want to come back, but like they want to get you, they want to like buy you something. They want to give you opportunities potentially. And they also want to, like, this person's going to want to help you learn. They're going to want to teach you something. So that's how you're going to know if this is somebody that you don't know yet, or you're looking for signs of who it is. That's how you'll know. But timing wise, that's going to be all over the place here. Too many cards for that. Of the various sections. Okay. So that is group 6. So group 7. So if that resonated with you, go ahead and let me know. Let me know what you think is going on there for you personally, and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so this is group number 7. I'm gonna drink some water now. It gets hard at the end. So group 7, this is who is coming towards you for a relationship, your next relationship, what they're going to be like. We're going to take a look at some physical aspects, astrological aspects, channeled messages that come through for me. Maybe how you meet depending on what comes through. Maybe timing. So all that good stuff. But the main thing is what is this person like? What do they look like? And like, what's their personality? It's my main thing. Why am I doing it like that? That's super annoying. I didn't do it like that the rest of the time. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So we have the 8 of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have Temperance. Magical Guardian, writing. Hope, take action, new beginnings. Let go of control issues. And then we got 3 of these. So I'll set these down. Interesting. This one's a little bit heavier, or not heavier, but harder to understand than the others. All right, let me look at this for a second. So this person definitely has escapism tendencies, and I'm going to say right off the bat, I feel like they might have some addiction issues. It's probably in the past. I don't feel like they're dealing with it right now, but they have a tendency to escape, want to escape. They might be Pisces. Pisces sun, Pisces moon. There's a lot of water here. So this person is very emotional. But at the same time, they are like going through, they're emotional. Okay, it's not that they're emotional. They are emotional, but they have a good, like, they can tap into the emotions. Their emotions aren't like, oh my God, like they're always upset and they can't ever figure out why. Like that's not them when I say they're emotional. And I feel like that's what emotional kind of gets linked to, is like this out of control emotions. And then you don't even understand why you're upset, or, you know, you don't have any control over it. They can control their emotions and like how they respond, but that doesn't mean that they don't still have those feelings. That doesn't mean that those, you know, a rush of feelings does not hit them. So they're definitely somebody that has that, and that's probably why they tend to need to escape. So we have, again, another water there. We have water element sensing, ninth house and 12th house. This person is probably has some abilities, psychic abilities. They might not necessarily know it, but they have it. And it's coming out if they don't know it. We have magic guardian, unlock the magic within. This hope to me, look at that. And that's not an arrow, but it almost looks like it to me. That's actually like a person. Like a figure of a person. But when I was looking at this, this almost looked like a, I don't even know I'm saying that though. Like, what's the point of me saying that right now? It looks like an arrow. It's like this person's getting something, or it's like, this is like going in, and this yellow is like, it's like this confidence. They're somebody that has had to take charge of their life. This is what it is. There's somebody that's had to take charge of their life because of some issues in their past. They probably were somebody that grew up with some issues with their self-esteem, with all that yellow. And they now, like, they're able to like give back to themselves. They walked away from something that was super like negative at one point, and a mindset that was negative. So this might be something that's like newly spiritual. They had like a spiritual awakening when you meet them. That's might be how you meet. Maybe you'll meet in some sort of spiritual group. I'm not getting any hits yet whether or not you know this person or not. So once I get there, I will let you know. This person also used to have, I feel, and probably still does, like, it's probably a part of their shadow work. They have control issues. You know, we have the Chariot and we have let go of control issues. So there's somebody that they want to be able to control their life, but they also realize that they really, like, there's a lot of things that they can't control, and that they have to kind of give things over. They have to have faith. They have to, you know, kind of have a higher perspective. We have the ninth house showing there. So that's going to be kind of the house of like this higher learning, like a higher perspective. And then the 12th house is the subconscious. So it's like they can go into that higher realm of their being, and they can also dive into their lower, their shadow self, and into their dark side, and dig through that. There's a lot of alchemy that's happening with the Temperance card. It's bringing that balance, you know, it's just the one cup that's lower, the one cup that's higher, and it's like bringing, and it's pouring in there, but you can't even, to me, what I'm seeing now as the reader is like, I'm seeing this energy flow back and forth. It's like, it's integrating. There's somebody that's integrating their shadow side and their light. So they have a lot of hope to them. They have a lot of like, they're hopeful for the future. They're hopeful for what they're going to be able to do. This is like, I feel like when you guys come together, they're going to be on such a weird, like they're going to have so much newness, because they're going to have this new relationship, and they're going to have this new perspective of life. So they're going to be very different than the person that they may have been in the past to a degree, but they still have some stuff, like they have some control issues. They might, you know, be a little bossy with you, but I do feel like they try to check themselves. So I feel like this person, you know, they might be a writer. Literally, they might work in some sort of field that requires a lot of writing, or, you know, maybe they're an editor, maybe they a publisher, maybe they, you know, deal with books. They could work at a bookstore. They could be a teacher. They could be a blogger. They could be a social media influencer. They could be a comedian. Sorry, I'm going through all of this stuff that's popping up in my head right now. So there's somebody that their job requires them to be very skilled in writing, and to and they enjoy writing as well. So I feel like they might also have, like, this might be a hobby for them. If it's not their job, they might be into poetry. They might be into writing songs. They might be into writing music. They might be like actually a musician and they write their own music. They also just might like to read a lot as well. Let's see. But they are somebody that has learned that they have to take action with their life. They're in a state, they want to escape, but they realize that that doesn't really get them anywhere. So, but they might bounce back and forth between those two things. But I do feel like with this card in particular from this deck coming out, for this type of reading, this is more of a timing thing, or not a timing, but like how this person's going to come at you. I feel like they are going to come towards you, because they're going to want it, this new beginning. Like, I don't feel like they're going to be too shy, but it's also like, I can't really, like, it's weird. It's like, I don't know how they're going to come at you. I don't feel like they're going to necessarily come like it might be more of a, you might not necessarily totally know if like they really like you like that or not yet. They might be a little bit elusive, like with how they come at you. And you actually might be surprised about who this is, because maybe you didn't even realize they were into you. Like, I'm not really getting like in some of the other spreads, I was getting like, oh wow, like I feel like, you know, because when I'm reading, I also am clairsentient, so I'm feeling what this person, the energy that, you know, the people that are embodying, that are the people that you guys are going to be involved with, you know, all their energy and what they're embodying and like how they're feeling about you whenever they come in contact with you, will be that in the future or now. So that's the kind of, when I'm talking about the energy I pick up, right? So like the energy of this particular spread is like not there. So it's almost like you guys either like they don't really know you like that yet. They don't know you at all, like, or you don't know them. Like, there's no idea like of who this is, because I feel like it's almost like a surprise that this person comes towards to you, and not necessarily because like you didn't think like that they're like, I don't know, like you might not. It's not because like you think that you're not good enough for them or anything like that. But it's like you just didn't like really ever recognize this person or realize that they recognized you. Like, you're more like acquaintances. But they see something in you that makes them decide to take action. Like, maybe you have this, you know, you have a lot of ninth house energy. Like, maybe you have that like kind of cerebral, higher, you know, connection with a higher realm. Maybe you have that kind of aura to you, and that intrigues them because they also are like getting into that now, that part of themselves, and unlocking that. So they kind of want you to maybe help them. You know, it's a new beginning. Yeah, okay, dude, like, look at this. So we have this new beginning, and it's a mom with her baby, and it's like, it's almost like I feel like you would be the mom and they're the baby. Like, you're somebody that's established in this way of life, and they want you to help them and kind of guide them through. But they want you to be like their co-pilot, right? Like, they want you to come inside, like they want you to be on their side with them in there. They want balance. They want a balanced relationship. So I'm getting Libra. Sagittarius, because there's Temperance. But I'm also getting Libra, heavy Libra. Chariot's Cancer. Let's talk about looks for a second. I'm seeing a lot of brown hair. I'm also seeing a lot of blonde. I'm seeing a lot of yellow. So they could be blonde. They could be fair to, I'm hearing medium skin tone. I feel like most of them are going to be a fair skin tone. Heavy Pisces. I think I said that earlier. A lot of Pisces. So Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, Libra. And I feel like they are somebody that is like they're physically fit. I feel like they are like in good physical shape. I feel like they have a nice butt. I don't know, like, she's like a cute butt, and like I got zoned in on that. And they have like a nice back. I like backs, so I noticed backs as well. So that might be just me being weird noticing the drawings back. That's really creepy. Okay, but like I'm also hearing like I feel like they have a nice back. They have a like nice back, nice butt, nice. That's a nice side of them. All right. Let's see if there's anything else here. Let me look at this picture really quick. Let go and control issues. Now they might be in a relationship. Either right now, they might be in a relationship when you guys get together. That's a big old thing that I wasn't even really seeing until I looked at that picture. So like you see how they're looking at each other. kind of like, I'm about to take off with your kid and you can go fuck yourself, right? And then he's like, you can go fuck yourself. And then the angels are like, oh shit, like why do these people have to do this to each other? And they're looking at him like, dude, you got to get out of the situation because she's kind of controlling. That's what I get from her. Like you guys can't really see it because it's not clear, but the look on her face is like, he looks more like, what the fuck is your problem? And she's looking like, I'm out of here. And you know, and it's more like of a malicious thing. And the angels are kind of like looking at him like, you gotta let go. You gotta let go of the situation. You can't be in this anymore. So this person might be in a relationship when you guys get together. I didn't want to say that, but it came out. So it is what it is. If that's what it is, you guys, you know, they might be in a relationship when you guys get together. Maybe you guys hook up. That's why I'm not like getting a connection of like, what is this connection or what is this feeling going on? Maybe you guys like have like some sort of fling and then it evolves into something else. Not that I'm suggesting that or supporting it, but that's just kind of what I see here. That might be what exactly kind of happens. Especially if this person's a Pisces, and especially if this person's a Pisces male. Like, listen, like that's kind of how that might go. But yeah, I see like this is definitely like, while I'm like saying all these like negative things in a way, I hope that you don't take them as too negative. I'm kind of joking around at the same time. Like I feel like this person definitely, they weren't in a good relationship. It really wasn't. And no, it's not good to just like, you know, cheat on your partner and then find the love of your life or whatever. But that's literally what happens sometimes for some people. And that's just like, looks like what's going to happen here, that either like, you know, they might be going through a divorce already and you might be having to deal with that kind of stuff in the background of your guys' relationship. So be ready for that. I do feel like this is going to be an element you're going to have to deal with. There's a child there. So I do feel like this person, and there's a child here and there's a child here. Holy crap. I need to like look more at my images, guys. I was too into other stuff I was talking about. They have a kid. And so when there's a child involved in a situation, it changes things. So you're going to have to know that you're going to have that element in your relationship. And this also might be a marker that you guys might be having a child together too. That would be far down the line. But, you know, I just heard, but when I said that'd be far down the line, if this is like a fling type situation or like a one night stand, you better, maybe one or two of you might be getting a little bundle of joy from that. And that's how you guys come together. But that's definitely like, that might be one person. That is not for the majority, but there's definitely children involved in the situation. And this person's, you know, guides, their spirit team is trying to get them to move on. So that's might be why you come in to the picture, is to force them out because they wouldn't leave any other way. Okay. So that is, group number 7. I don't feel like I said this number when I first started it. So if that resonated with you, you think you know who I'm talking about, or whatever, please let me know in the comments below and leave a like for the video and subscribe if you haven't. I'd like to know what you guys select, and especially if you think you already know these people and how they are, and like especially their signs and their placements. If you have not their placements, but their other, you know, yes, their placements, their other placements, their other personal planets and all that. If I'm hitting those for you guys. All right, let's continue. So last pile, this is pile number 8, you guys. Let me get some water really quick. Okay, so pile number 8. This is who is your next relationship, who's coming in for your next relationship, what they will be like. The main focus is like the personality and like looks and some astrology things, some placements. But that's reversed, and I'm going to keep it that way. But we're also going to pick up anything else that comes through channel-wise, any information. Sometimes some of these piles got like when they might meet, how they might meet, all that stuff. So we will see. So hang in there as I pause, because I'm essentially downloading what I need to tell you when that's happening. Okay. let's start off the bat. So we see the King of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords, and it's going to be reversed. I only read reversals when called, and I was called to read that reversal. So this is what I see tarot-wise. I feel like this person embodies the King of Swords. They also, it's very interesting. When I see court cards, I 90% of the time am relating them to a particular person, and each court card would be an individual person. So seeing two court cards would usually indicate two different people. There's a couple things going on here. This could be picking up on a situation where you're like getting a choice between two people in a relationship. And it also could be picking up on these just two different elements of this person, this like evolved energy of them and the still unevolved energy, because the Knight of Swords is the immature energy of the King of Swords. So it would be like evolved and unevolved. So the King of Swords is, he's not always the nicest dude, to be honest. This person's going to be very analytical. They're going to be very, communicative. They're going to be, and they can be kind of harsh with their words. They can be very manipulative. Because they're very smart. They're very, very, very smart. They don't have the best, like they don't value emotions really. They're about, you know, what they can, like, it's not necessarily tangible. It's not like the Pentacles energy, but they're about like what they can prove, what they can be, you know, they don't want to get into emotions that are messy and slippery, right? They're about using their words. They're about using their mind. They're about using their intellect. And so the Knight also is all about that, but he kind of gets he's a little ruthless. Like he doesn't have this reserved energy where the king knows like when to be an asshole, basically. Like, because sometimes in your life you got to be an asshole, and like, you know, I'm sure some viewers can appreciate their partner being able to stand in that kind of like, I'm gonna, like, you know, they're having an issue with customer service or something, and you know, stepping up and kind of defending their person. Like the Knight of Swords would be like, hey, like, let's say somebody spoke to you rude. The Knight of Swords is the King of Swords is gonna take care of that, and, you know, probably get you a discount or whatever. The Knight of Swords, though, might get you the cops call on y'all because he wilds out and says something ridiculous and starts a fight, right? Not that they're necessarily violent. It's more with their mouth and their words, and they can get themselves into trouble. But yeah, there's very just this like a ruthless energy where they'll like go like he'll do whatever he has to do to get what he wants. So this person can deal with like having to, they fall into that side of them, and then they get out of it. So they go back and forth. There's somebody also that has recently been, like, it seems like everybody, all of the people that this is picking up on are having like a little bit of difficulties, except for some piles were like people that were like happy-go-lucky kind of people. But most people here have some hardship, and they definitely went through some sort of pain that bottomed them out. They might have had some issues with mental illness, with like anxiety, depression. They think a lot. So this is heavy air. We have 3 swords. So this is going to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius heavy. I'm getting heavy Aquarius intuitively. So this person requires you to compromise because of just how kind of like how assertive they are. That's the right word. They're somebody like they know what they want, and they're willing to discuss it. They're willing to compromise if you can come up with a rational argument of why they should need to compromise with you. You know, if they're already sure in what they know, and they're sure of what they know because based on experience of what they've been through. Like that's where I feel they're, you know, how they stand their ground. But they will listen. They'll listen to reason. They want to communicate, so they'll listen to reason with you. But there's somebody that had, I kind of jumped over this. They had to release some sort of serious pain that they went through. So, you know, that might help you if you are thinking about somebody, like, is that person recently gone through something very hard that you know of, but you might not even know of it because they might have went through this alone. They might just have that energy to them that, I'm hearing Capricorn too. They might just have that energy of like somebody that's been through some stuff when you meet. There's somebody that doesn't really realize, so I'm Capricorn moon. There's somebody that doesn't really realize that they deserve love. They might have some hard aspects to their moon, moon Saturn aspects that are as well. So they just don't feel like they deserve love. And this relationship for them is actually teaching them how much they do deserve love, teaching them how to compromise more. We have intention. Is this intention? Intention. I feel like I feel like you guys coming together is some sort of destiny, but it's a Yod destiny. So it's like Yods are difficult energy. It's like it's fated, but you usually are not trying to go towards it. So you might not necessarily like this person, is what I see. You might actually think this person's an asshole, and be super conflicted in like how you feel about them. But this person is super like when they're down for their person, they are like, their intentions are freaking pure. Like they want to, they want to like, I'm hearing like they just want to plant seeds. Like they want to have something real. They want to, like, they want you to inspire them to be more of their evolved self, and to teach them that they deserve love. Like there's going to be, it's like a battle for this person, but you're going to be so drawn into it, but you're not going to want to. You're going to like, you want to run away. You're going to be like, I don't really want to deal with that. Like, I don't want to deal with this person. I don't really like that person. That person's an asshole. They, you know, they're so egotistical, or you know, stuck in their own ideas or whatever. But then like this person also shows you a totally another side. Like maybe you guys get into a fight about something. I feel like you guys might have like really different political beliefs, or really different beliefs on like how society should function, and they are based more on a statistical and analytical like reasoning, and you're more based in maybe emotion or like personal experience. And like they don't see value in those things, and it's very upsetting to you because you're like, you know, there is value in those things. But they have this one-sided energy to them. So it's like you kind of bring, like you're an opposite. You're able to encompass what they don't have, and they see that. And like, they don't necessarily like you at first either, but like they see that ability to bring in something else that creates a better version of them. And they really do value that. They want to be better, because they don't ever want to go back here. They don't want to go back to this person. And I feel like you are the opposite. Like if this happened due to an individual, you are the opposite of that person that put them in that energy, which also is what kind of, even though they don't like you, they're like, well, you know what? I liked this person. I liked that person, and they were freaking awful. And I liked that they were awful, and I expected them to be different, you know? They're attracted to it, but then once you're actually with it, that energy changes, and it's like, oh, this isn't so fun anymore. So it's like that, and they see that in you, that you're different, that you're like, you're loving. I feel you're very caring, you're very intuitive, you're very wanting to give somebody, you're wanting to help people thrive. You're stag, trust and thrive, and they want to help you thrive. Like they want to take care of you. There's a lot of green here. I feel like they want to, that's weird that I'm saying that, because it's not necessarily connected, but, well, first of all, green is going to be the heart chakra. So this is activating something for them in their heart chakra. Like they're going to heal through this relationship. But I also feel like they definitely want to provide to you on a financial level. But it's going to be difficult. But it's something that is, you both are going to be drawn to. You're not going to be able to get away from it. So I don't, timing wise, I'm not seeing anything necessarily here. But I do feel like this is something that's very healing for this other person. And for you, it's something that this person's going to support you in a way that you haven't been supported before. Like, you know, there's just something, they're not, you know, they're not the most emotionally open person at all. They have a lot of stuff that they're going through. But there's something about them that they're very, like, you feel very supported and safe. Like, you know where they stand because they're very good at communicating. You don't ever have to know, like, how they feel about you. And even though, like, this immature energy of the Knight of Swords can be kind of like swords can be very, like, malicious and sneaky and stuff. Like, this person isn't. This person is, they can't help but, like, be like, this is who I am. Like, they can't help but be like that. So, they aren't trying to be sneaky on you. Like, that's not them. So you feel very safe with that because maybe you have been used to somebody, like maybe you're used to the opposite. Maybe you're used to some, like maybe you're used to some like Pisces energy or some Cancer energy that's very like emotional and open and stuff. But then they're also like sleeping with all of their friends that, oh, that's Jessica that I've known since high school or whatever bullshit, and then they're actually sleeping with them type thing, right? Because just because somebody's super emotional or insensitive doesn't mean that they're not still an asshole. So like, you see that in them. You see that there's that loyalty, even if there's this stubbornness, and you're willing to compromise for it because you do see that they're trying. Like they're not somebody you're not settling here. First of all, like I feel like some of this sounds like, oh, you're gonna settle for an asshole because you see the good in them. No, 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 no. Don't do that. And don't get with this person until you are able to see that they actually are making these moves to change. Because again, I don't have timing here. So if you think you know this person and you're like, oh my God, that's blah, 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 and I'm going to hit him up right now and let's try to fall in love. Like if you like, go ahead and do that. But if they're not like seeming like they're actually in this energy of like, if they're still like kind of down here and not like jumping back and forth enough, then you might want to wait for them they might still be in this really. Okay. Wait for this to flip and for it to be released. But for people, most of you, I feel like you don't like this person. Like right now. You don't like them. You don't want anything to do with them. Yeah, that's going to be most of you. So you might be, but you already know who I'm talking about. Because you don't like them, but you want to fuck them. I'm getting that pretty clear. You are attracted to them in some kind of way. Like you really might not like there's just that draw, and that's because there's that yod there, and you have to get drawn in somehow, right? And that's one hell of a way to get drawn in. So there's something about them. You're like, man, fuck that person, but I would just tear them up. All right. I'm getting a lot of. I'm getting like Aquarius, but I'm also getting... No, we'll just stick with what I said. All right, guys. So that is group 8. Oh, we didn't talk about looks. Okay. Features. This person... I feel like this person's tall, skinny, and pale. That's what I'm getting. Tall, skinny, and pale. I should probably put a warning with, physical features because tarot is because there's so much energy for one being picked up, and because tarot is so not inclusive, it's so exclusive with their physical descriptions of people and how people are in reality. I don't like put too much emphasis on the tarot links to physical descriptions, but intuitively I heard tall, pale, and skinny. Grumpy looking. Look at this guy. This person probably like has a grimace on their face a lot. They just look like somebody you don't want to like really deal with. They're that kind. So you're either super attracted to that and always have been attracted to that like asshole-ish energy, attracted to that like, and I said Aquarius, and it is Aquarius, but it's not necessarily like the weird like alien Aquarius, but it might be. You might be picking up on that too. But like just that standoffish, like God complex. There it is. God complex. Capricorn too, then. Yeah, so that is for you guys. If that resonated with you, make sure you let me know. Let me know who you think you're dealing with, what they're like, what their signs are, what their chart looks like, what's going on with you guys. And leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So that is going to be it, guys. That is the pick a pile for pick a whatever. Yeah, pick a pile, pick a card for what your next relationship incoming is, who the person is just going to be with, what's going to, and everything. Since you guys already listened, you already know that information. So once again, if you're interested, check out my description box below for a lot more information. You can see where to find me online, the groups that I run, if you are looking for community with like-minded people. And you can check out my shop if you're looking to book a personal, again, because these are always going to be general. I'm picking up on every energy that I can. So I'm not able to give you, exactly what's going to happen to you. You have to use your discernment in readings and take only what resonates with you. Leave whatever doesn't. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys have a great have a great day when you're listening, and I will see you next time.